Buonasera. Ditemi se mi sentite bene. Sì? Sì? No? Sa. Forte e chiaro. Belli. Allora, questo è lo streaming di Giulia come spiegazione però, quindi qualsiasi domanda voi abbiate, fatela, così mi chiedete anche se c'è qualcosa in particolare sulle che volete sapere, sulle mosse, sulle juggle, qualsiasi cosa. Nice question. I wouldn't do that one. It would be okay, but maybe you can just have this one as a good with punish. This one, if you are quite fast, or this one, and you can have something guaranteed afterwards. So. But it depends on you, so if you do like this, you can do while running to 1. It depends on the damage, and yeah, also. But after this, it's 42, and this is 47, so it's more damage. The good thing is that after good evening everyone, of course, after 4-4-3 and after each move, the good thing is that Julia has got so many things that can be changed during the game, so you can choose to change your setup, your mix up, and vary depending on what you feel in that moment, or if you want to go for the short damage or for something that can be risky. So this is the different. If you're fast, you can also do something like this for a whiff punishment, but it's slow, so it depends on you, and this can lead to for example, this is my staple juggle. I've chosen this one. The thing was that you mean this one or this one? Can you be more precise? The thing was that when I saw this juggle starting from down forward to 1, the problem was that the most damaging juggle was a mess in terms of execution. So it's like, I don't know if it comes out, because you have to be slow when you do the elbow. But it's quite risky, so oh, don't worry. When you do this kind of juggle, you just know that it can be risky, so just go for this juggle. It's better, I guess. So you do something like this, and this can lead you to a good wall carry. So you do down forward to 1, forward 3 1, pound, and it's 73. 73 is 6 point Online combo. This juggle is 79, but it's very risky, so... che comunque porta un rischio. Buonasera, buonasera. È meglio questa che comunque, ve la ripeto, è semplice, porta a 73 che sono 6 damage less than the... You have to change every time your strategy. So the good thing is that you can be aggressive and you can be defensive. But I guess that the funniest part is that you can be aggressive, but you have to be you can be like a thunder, but you have to be very good at it because you risk sometimes. Hello there. Quindi così, quindi togli questo e fai il così. Anche nel complesso sì, molto soddisfatto perché come dicevo, the good thing is that questa qua, vediamo se mi viene il resto dell'estensione. Questo porta ancora più a muro. This is a better wall carrier. Just for example, if you go to another stage, I'll show you. Actually, any stage. I think that the good thing is that you can vary your strategy. You can change your strategy during the game. So I like her because lots of moves, lots of good moves, and you know, for example, you can go like vediamo se I would rather do this one. And this one. Because it's just less risky than the other one. So I just got wrong before, sorry. No, you have to be, yeah. And with the other one, it's like this. No, because this one. Yeah, you can choose. So if you think that from this distance you can carry to the other part of the wall, you can actually do the staple juggle, like something more or less something like this. The other one is better. From this point of the stage, for example. So this can be a good juggle. Let's get on to the move list. So I can tell you what I think about the single moves. So 1 1 1 and so on. So this one can be a 10 frame Punisher, and it's +2, I guess, on on hit, and it's natural counter combo. So you can actually confirm it, so you can see if it's counter or not, and you can also change in case, but this can be the third hit. I guess it can be interrupted. Maybe sorry if I am missing something, but just ask me. So I guess the third one can be also sidestepped, but I should show you. It's 10 frames if you press it singularly, but if you press 2 and then back, it's 12 frames. Okay, so if you do, for example, okay, because it's the third one, so you have to be really careful. So the good thing would be if you see if it's counter in the for the first 2 hits, and you see that it's counter or not, and you stop at the second one, like this. It's also was splat, so you can do something like this. For 72 damage wall combo, or if you are slightly, and this is the you can change. I guess that depending on the person you are facing, it could be a good setup, because you can cancel it to a full crouch or not. Buonasera, Tonius. So it can be interesting, that part. 1 2 1 1. Okay, ciao Frontino. The good thing of this one is probably the first part. I don't like the third one. Is like, I guess, -13, But and the last one is minus 14. So I don't like this move. I just like this that is, I guess, plus 5. Ciao Francesco. So just 1-2 as a 10 frame Punisher, or you can have this one as a 10 frame Punisher to have plus frames, or you can decide. Yeah, also it depends on you. You can have then let's go on. Yeah, you can actually roll. This can be interesting because you have some kind of mix up, because you know this can lead to a juggle. It's more or less like the thing I did before, so the same staple. If you do one hit, then the shotgun, and you can have a good wall carry. So the rolls can be risky if you do the low, because it's minus 17, something like that. But I've seen that the low has a, I've seen plus 1 frame of advantage, and you can have, for example, I found out today that if you are hit by just the low, you can't interrupt it. So the opponent should be blocking it. Bella France, bella. È complicata ma è bella. Non sto spiegando un po' di roba. So this could be another other good setup if you want. If you don't want to end this one, of course. This is, I don't like so much it, but it can be good sometimes, every now and then. So the 2 is the 12 frame Punisher. You have ma non lo so, Ciro, se è più forte di Leo. So the 12 frame Punisher is this one. This is guaranteed. Or in this second you can have this one. This one is interesting because it leads you to a good distance, but it's a bit risky anyway to do this one, the war drum. So I wouldn't do that. I would do that in another occasion. Voila. Let's go on. Hi ID, how are you? Nice to see you. 4-4 series. So 4-4 series is something maybe I don't like. You have to remember that if you are hit by the high, You can't do the parry on the second hit. Only if you block the first one. Vabbè. So after the 4-4, the second 4, you can have low is minus 19, so not a good decision. If you do that, just stop here and then maybe you decide if you want to risk again, but because maybe the opponent thinks that you are doing the third hit, so maybe every now and then you can have a mix up, but not so recommendable. Ciao caro. If the second hit is counter, it leads to the full juggle. So yeah, the distance is, and that's it. It's quite damaging. No, you can't hit confirm it. No. That is a bet. It's just risky. So not the best move. The other variable is like the no. That is juggle, leads to a juggle. And yeah, you can do many things. Ciao caro. But it depends. Maybe if you do the good thing is that if you do always the same staple, for example you do 4-4, 4-4 low. If you do all the stuff, you can sometimes risk, but you can actually play safer. So you don't need all those risks. 4-4-4, no. Yeah, this one. So war drum is actually combo if just the low hits your opponent. So let me try. You can block it. You don't block it if just the low hits you. But you have to be at the perfect distance. So the question is how to get the perfect distance. You have to practice a lot, and especially when the other player tech rolls. No, side roll, dove sta? Perché non ci riesco? Ho sbagliato la finestra. Eccolo qua. So if you get the thank you. If you get the one hit, you can get distances when the opponent tech rolls. Can check. For example, let me check. No, not this one. This isn't. Okay. and you are at the perfect distance. So whenever the opponent tech rolls, you can achieve the perfect distance, but it's risky because if you don't, you can get launched so and juggled. But in this Tekken there is another move which is new, and it's down back 4-1, which is delayable as 4-2-1. So the difference is that this is launch punishable. This is minus probably 16, and this one is minus 10. So if you mix them up, sometimes it's very good. This is only natural counter combo, yes. But this is only low mid. And wall splat also. Let me see. You can actually go back to avoid the following part. So, but it's minus 10. So it's okay. Okay, another thing of this, it's this one. If you think about Punisher, it's this one. 13 frames, natural combo, and also you have not a wall splat, but this one, but you have to be at that distance. When they whiff, you can also do this one. It's 4-4-1, which can be interesting as a whiff punch, and it's delayable. Yeah, it is. So before it was 14 frames, now it's 13, so it's very good. Oh, this one, it's the one you often see at the wall, because it gives you the spacing. Many players can think that you can have the perfect distance to have this one, but you have to be careful. Maybe it's better if sometimes if you decide to do this, to wait and see. It's better. There are actually, for example, this one is very fast as a whiff puncher, and it gives you the right distance to do either this one or this one. Let me show you. I'm trying to do something, but I can't. You see? Ouch. Because actually the advantage is very high. The frame advantage of 4414 is very high. Ciao, Andem. Endem. And you can actually do this one. You can't sidestep it. Maybe you can interrupt it. Let me wait. Okay, now. No. No. If you backpack, you just block it. But if you block it, you go backpack, and this means that you can't punish it. S to 1. Sorry, I didn't understand. This one and that, and then yeah, this one, yeah. Also, you just decide. During wind roll, blah, 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 the same thing. Okay, the bear, sorry, the bear trap. Hi, Kazuya. Bear trap. So this move. Huh. The second hit encounter is juggle, just a second hit. And it's not in the common list. Can you see it? Bear trap. If you press down, you cancel it and you go to the crouched position. Yeah, that's it. So you can change and vary again, but I've seen that it's not easy to get these at the close distance. this really depends on your opponent, because you actually the other player has to be defensive. Forward 2, 1, 2. So this is another thing. High, high, mid. So the difference, in this case, the third hit gives a juggle. No, una volta che lo premi, once you press 1 plus 4, you just have to decide if you want to. Sì, mi piace molto. Mi piace. If you want to do both the hits or just to cancel it. So this can be interesting because the third hit is delayable. So or you can have the mix-up. Low hit or mid, and in that case it can they can be interrupted. This is the new 12 frame Punisher. It's not delayable, you just do the Punisher and then you can have, let me try. Not enough. So it's not a great advantage. It's wall splat only on counter. Thank you, Fergus. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, thanks. Swift step. So this is the pure little jump. So if you press down while 4-3, you press down, you get immediately into the full crouch position. So you have to do 4-3 and then press down to get the full crouch position. Or just be standing. Hi Fergus, how are you? Nice. Nice to see you again here. So you're gonna all the hits depending on what you need. I'm really happy. I saw all this stuff you posted. I made a compilation. I'm just writing all the stuff on my exercise book, as you can see. So thank you, and it's good to share the information. Yeah, always pen and paper, or paper and pen, maybe better. The new one it's this one, which is actually very unsafe, but it is useful for the great will carry juggle. Yeah, book and pen, yeah. Yeah, right. Hola, Leok. So you can have really long juggle from here. I repeat it. Or maybe. Or something like that, yeah. It's interesting. Actually, when you do, let me see. So this is from here. So when you get from this place, you can have. For damage, because you have a long wall splat and you have to do the delayed back forward 1, which gets Adam, devi praticamente vedere se ti serve più spazio. Se la juggle richiede più distanza, devi fare per forza questa qua. Ora ho sbagliato la... Vedi, già per esempio qua siamo troppo avanti. O forse no. He asked me about the new stuff like this, but it's just required if you do very long wall carry juggle. So hi Smith, I really like her. The new stuff is amazing because you can choose among many things. Now it's also better. So if you do staple, you can do this, but you need more distance, so you need to do the other one. Okay? Yeah, the queen. Hi Rodeo, buonasera a tutti. Let me check. Oh, the other. This one is. Minus 14. Minus 14, yeah. Actually, it's delayable. So yeah, it's like the blue one is back forward one, and you can do when you do the movement, you can do just immediately down forward, back, down forward 4-2, and immediately your thumb goes to the back forward one, back forward. Sorry, the one is the last thing you press. So you can do the movement first with your thumb, and then you do one. Okay? So as for this, actually is quite long, and character simple select. Let me check. Let me show you. Thank you, Silver Shadow. So it's like not all the distances. Someone told me about this. Yeah, it's a good range, but if you in these cases, if you do back because you're scared and you want to block by pressing back, you get more distance. If you don't press back, you get it. Of course, you have this one, which is better. Or this one. I think yes. I think yes. So maybe sometimes it's better to. So the second hit is minus 14 on block. And check. It's minus 10. Minus 10. 4 forward, 1 plus 2 is instant 13 frames, but it's very hard to do it. You can do that. Okay, just 1 second. Beh, per andare in to go to the full crouch, you can do actually this one. As I said before, you can cancel by pressing 2, by pressing down. Sorry, if you press down, you cancel it, and you go into full crouch. Or you can have 4-3, and then you press down. And you can mix it up, roll, and just you can do this actually, which is very good. Now, oh, maybe better. Let me go back to the to the stuff. What did you ask? Wall bound Spanish. Una alla volta, una alla volta. Yeah, wall bound Spanish is you mean this one, but and you can have many yeah, it's funny. And the good thing is that if you do this one, you can have down 1+2 if you if the opponent moves anyway. So the only way he has to avoid the down 1+2 is to stay on the ground, and it's at that point that you do 4 through. So like this, and at the wall you have 4-4-3, and this is the simple thing. Probably, yeah. The good thing is that it looks as if you are full crouched when you block it, but it's not. So you are standing. Let me check. So it's -14. This is 14 frames. So watch out. Oh, this one. I think that you all know that this one is like +14. So you have the, if you do elbow, it's good at the wall because you have the splat. So and you have the splat. Okay, but you don't have the splat. So if you are at the wall, sorry for this. So it's like but this is good if you do maybe at this distance, something like that. Hi, my friend. No, this is much more complicated. So, or you can do this one. This is more damaging, so it's better. Or maybe some a good placement, just a good placement. So, or some good placement. Who knows? So this is very good, and let me check if I missed something. So open stage, and actually at this distance you have this one guaranteed, but very hard to do that. No, ma non è counter, questo è normal hit, basta che si abbassa. So just no, this is forward 1+2. This one is guaranteed, but very hard. I wouldn't do that. What else? These are the simple things. So the good things that we are just analyzing all the moves, the new moves. Okay, we are here. So ancora non ho provato le situazioni con l'imparabile, ma sto vedendo dei video interessanti per Loki, e so I'm still learning all the stuff for the Oki, and I will show you after. No, è sempre stato così, sempre col normal hit quando l'altro stava abbassato, grosso modo era simile. So down forward 1 was similar. Down forward to 1 we all know. So this one is now it is 15 frames. Before it was 16 frames. So now this is 15 frames and this is 16 frames, and before it was 15 frames. Eh sì. Ciao Roger. Then you can actually do down forward 2, 3, and then you it's this combo as well. Down forward 2, 3, 1, but you can duck it, I guess. No J. Yeah, this is very important to learn to punish with the while standing 1. So these are the mix up with the while standing 2-1. Which is counter juggle only on the second hit if they try to interrupt it. But you don't have the screw because it's already screwed, so you have to do you have to find something. What else? Don't forget the blue spark. We have seen the blue spark, so you have to delay it at the wall. Let me check. Let me go. So this is the new 13 frames punisher, which is good at this distance. No wall splat here, but I repeat, here it's good. So at this distance, maybe even a bit more. No, less here, from here. So the F3. Yeah, was standing 1 has sick range. Qua depends on the distance, because if you are very close, it's not the same thing. If you are very distant, I've seen combos with while running 1. You can actually have many combos. I will tell you in another moment. This one is useful to get some juggles. Qualche volta sì, negli stage con in some stages you have while running 1 after the wall bounce. When you do the balcony. Yeah, of course. If you do wall and then 1 and then this one, you don't have to delay. But it depends on the distance. Oh, this is -10. -10. Like +1, I guess, on hits. Not sure. Oh, this is 13 frames -1 on hit. So the thing is that if you do because it's 1 frames, but if you do down back 4 and then 4, let me try. Minus, I guess 2. Or you can do the first hit, the low one, and then you just sidestep. I would go for that. Ah, grazie. No, non gioco in rank. Mannaggia a te. Solo per questo non giocherò. I will just explain things. And learn, of course, with you. This one, down back 1. Is counter juggle, but it's I guess minus 12 maybe. Yeah, minus 12. Oh, the old mid low, but it's minus 12 or 13. No, 11, minus 11. Okay, let me go back to the... No, it's minus 12. Down back 1 on block is minus 12. Then Smith. You can't do this because it's too deep dash, but okay. So actually and that's it. Ma chi lavora la ranking? Sì, l'ho visto quel video, Mavo. L'ho visto, grazie. Perché è corto. E sì, fortunatamente. Poi. Io comunque quella stringa non la farei mai. I wouldn't do 1-1-2-1. Thank you. This combo can be it's easy. You don't get let me check. For example, from here. And you get all the stage. So this can be more or less something like stable, but you have to be careful and choose about the distances. Bam, 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 bam. Trapping arrow. Oh, the other new one is this one is completely safe. 18 frames, so it's a bit low, but safe. So you can have bisogna vedere se poi porta a muro, perché non puoi fare questo, quello è il problema. Ok, quindi si fa troppo schermo. Too much distance. Lol. Ouch. Nice. Buonasera Zaxiron. Dietro 2, back 2, 3, 1 plus 2. I've seen some videos with the Fanta juggle, but I don't like so much this move. Double sweep is, you know, that counter it, blah blah blah, the juggle. You can do and yeah, we have waited for 2 years, so that's the reward, maybe. Yeah, it's maybe easy. Easier also. Yeah, better. And this. You know that the second one, if you block the first one, you can interrupt it, so it's like you can parry the second one even if you are hit by the first one, but you can't do the same thing as of course. Yeah, very punchable. So to play her safe, you have to be really careful because you are greedy and you probably want to do also the unsafe moves sometimes. Back four. So apart from the thing that we saw on the video, that I guess that can be, yeah, I am greedy. That should be avoidable. I guess it's avoidable, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. You can do this one, just a slight forward to get the juggle. It isn't avoidable, so okay. This is another reason why my friends are hate me. Just hate me because you can do this one as an alternative. You can do, and this should be combo as well, or just or the wheel carrier. So you can change it depending on where you are or whatever you want to do. This one, super trap. What are you talking about? After, okay. But it's guaranteed? Is it guaranteed? Okay. Ah, okay, okay. I see, so it's... Konnichiwa. Thank you so much. Okay, this is another reason why my friends will hate me. So you're giving me many reasons to be hate. Yeah. So it's like just delayed. It's like going a little bit. Oh my god. Thank you, spirits. This is disgusting. Ciao Junko-chan TV Blaze. Quanti nick c'hai? Shh, don't tell anyone, don't tell anyone. Ciao Zarotino. Ah, and back 4 is +1, by the way. So you can have or something like this. Just 4. One more time. Sì, mi sei mancata. Okay, okay. Interesting thing. Oh, this one is the move I really wanted in Tekken 7. It's -13. Yeah, the damage. I thought that I thought that some way, yeah, it's -13, so it should be punishable. But if you are sorry. So This is not easy. Or bam. Not good, because you risk this one. If it is max distance, you get the risk of that your opponent will duck the 4. So B1 plus 2, yeah. War drum, yeah, but it's not a punishment. So the opponent can just duck, and that's it. This is not 13, so not good. So you should be really fast and do this one, but not easy. We have seen this, so you have to delay and make a deep elbow to get the full juggle. So anyway, it's safe, I guess. Safe move, so a good move anyway. And I've seen that from a video that Fergus posted, that if you trade it with the jabs, you get another kind of juggle. So, and it tracks. Thank you. Maybe on the right. Yeah, really good move, yeah. Ciao caro Frog. And here is our hop kick. Here is our hop kick. So it's the usual up forward 4-3, but now it's minus 13 frames. So you can actually continue if you want, but it gets interrupted by, I think, 13 frames. So actually against Julia I just do this and that's it. I don't care if you continue it or not. Ciao Rosario. And then you can sidestep the third hit. I think it's minus 5, but I'm not sure. Minus 9? So maybe we can deal minus 7. I thought 5, but I'm not sure. In che senso il meno 14? Sì, probabilmente per la distanza. Maybe minus 7. I will check. Comunque it's a good move anyway. Back 1 plus 2. Meno 13. Sì, sì, penso, I think for the distance. And maybe because the move is like crouched, or I can't explain. This is something I need to study, but I guess that there should be something different for each thing you do. So maybe if the opponent, for example, does down 1, you can hop kick. I can't think now about all the variations of the variety of things, but you can go for this or simply this one, or you can wait, but I have to study any possible mix-up after that. So parry pressure, elbow, skyscraper kick, so the usual as usual, so nothing particularly new. This one needs to be studied carefully. Forward 2, because there are if they go backwards after this, you can have some setups if they go backward. 2-1 is, let me check, this is minus 13. So you can do that actually. I think it's a sort of decision. So you decide to punish with 12 frames and then decide from the 3 and go into the crouch, or for a while standing one, you don't need to crouch. You just jump and then press. So this can lead 4-4-2 can lead to some mix up, but not my favorite movement. It needs to be studied after some juggles that you can do 4-4-2 to splat your opponent on the ground and then do something. We've seen this one can be very fast. It's like 13 frames. This is the easy one. Or if you are, you can You can do this anyway, because you do, let me check, and you get the wall. So 47 damage. Something like that. So maybe not so easy to get the whole combo, but just while running to one. No, while standing one can't be safe. It's no, it will be too much. You're probably no, too much. So 441 plus 2 is 13 frames. Middle hit, safe, and sorry, hold bounce. Very good move. This move is very good. Yeah, too much greedy. I think that Julia makes this kind of effect, so you can be really greedy if you play with Julia. The shotgun is very good because you can just wait and see if you counter. So if you are very well trained, you can just watch and see if it's counter, or you can just, and you're safe. And that's it. Oh, this one. Ciao bello. This one is still safe, so actually, anyway, it's a good move. No way. I like that. I always, as always. So I like it. If you add them, if you mean this one, it's okay. If you train a lot, you can see that it's juggle. But in a tournament, I would say that it depends on the character your opponent is using. So if your opponent is using, for example, martial law and has a 14 frames launcher, it's very dangerous, as many other movements. So this time, while running, so you have while running one, and let me check. While running one, and you have the wall. Yeah, true. Or you have while running 2-1, which actually can be hit confirmed. So if you are very well trained, you can delay it and see if you have hit your opponent. And the first hit, I guess it's, if I'm not wrong, is -10 maybe. No, more. Sorry. 13. No, even more. 14. Sorry. So yeah, I saw this before, and maybe the best thing is to the whole string is the two movements are -13 frames. But not 14. So sometimes it's better to do, yeah, it's better to do both of them in a match, for example, against martial law. Yeah, we're running 3, we're rising 1, so we're rising 1 is -13 if I'm not wrong, or 14, no, 13, so yeah, we're standing 2. We still have this one. Which is delayable, but you have to mix it up, because if your opponent knows how to deal with it, he or she can interrupt it. So it's not so so good unless you have a, for example, very defensive opponent who doesn't know about the way how to interrupt it, or maybe because the second hit is minus a lot, so there are some actually good juggles in certain situations, but at the wall, which can give you the balcony break. So with the white standing 2-2, and you can actually do the roll, so to mix it up, which is a good thing. Whereas in sì, l'ho visto prima, l'abbiamo fatto vedere prima, ma anche avanti 3 e avanti doppio pugno se sei bravissimo. I was talking about down 4-1 again. While standing 3, safe. So actually this juggle is harder, I guess. This is very hard in a tournament match, so this is not combo, and this is hard to do. Figata is cool. Yeah, but it was just lucky. I've been lucky. Very hard juggle. The the tech, you mean the while standing 3? Thank you so much. I am happy to have showed you good things. While standing 4 is -15, so you really have to be careful about this. Launch punishable. Full crouch down forward 2 is no, actually I passed because of the word body. Because I found it in a practice test and then I found it again in the official one. So full crouch down forward 2 is I have the certificate here if you want to see it. 12 frame Punisher, but you have to remember about the, of course, wall splat. So the good thing about the wall splat is that you have to be your fantasy will do the things, because you can actually change for example in a stage like this there are some interesting things you can do. For example, let me check. I've seen this so if you it depends on the situations, but sometimes you have to get the right angle, and it's not easy. Anyway, this is another example. So let me go on the stable thing first. Oh, this one. So you can get the usual bow and arrow, and it's good because after this there's a sort of Oki, but it depends on your opponent. So at the wall you have 4 force free guarantee. So this one is interesting. You have sidestep 2 and sidestep 3, which is wall splat. This is not only is this safe, generally this is done at the wall, because the pushback So you have to gain the distance, because if you are close you don't get the distance, but if you're here you get more distance. So you have to move to get the distance, to get the distance, and then so on. So this is very particular. Or we have this, which gets to the full crouched position, so you can have, and we have to see if you can interrupt it. If I block it and I press 1, so it crushes. But I can interrupt it. Yeah. So the grab is this one. Down, back, down, down, back, 1+2. This one so it's not so easy to punish with all characters, probably. So you can see which character can punish it properly, but we have, for example, this. So not as well actually, but Julia can punish it really well. Fatto. Beh, da Tones and welcome. Maybe ciao Arcade Pino. The only one that can be conceivable, it's this one, because it can be cancelled, and you can actually do, for example, counter 4. È bella. Le prese. So throws are another interesting part of this game. I'll show you. We have so with back 2+4 you have the splat, and you can have down forward 1, 4, 4, 3. So yeah, yeah, I've been playing with Leo and you can imagine. Now with Julia, I don't know, but I don't care. So actually, if you have the balcony, you have a greater juggle, but if I remember correctly, you have the your opponent will be back turned, but I have to check it. because you splat him or her on the other side. FF2 sì, ma quello dopo mi pare che non è garantito, deve andare all'indietro. Non arriva, perché? Però anyway, it's interesting throw. Let me check. Non è, it's not guaranteed. So if you do 4-4-2 after the throw, 4-4-3 is not guaranteed. So I would go for this one and this. My bad. Then what else? 1+2 to skip it. FF3. No, lo puoi evitare. Yeah, Meraxis is really good, and let me go to the other stage. If you are in this stage, it's very interesting because you have the throw down forward 1+2, which is floor break, and the skip is 1. You have to press 1 to skip it. The other one is up forward 1+2, but doesn't do floor break, while the other one is the simple 1+3, which does floor break, but it's easier to skip. So the good throw should be this one. And there's another thing. If you are si spera. No floor break, but the good thing is that if you are here, this is the 1+3 throw, so the left throw, the simple one. You switch position. So if you skip it, if your opponent skips it, you change position. If not, wall break. Floor break, sorry. Something like this. But I think I have to see better if I have something more or something more guaranteed. But I guess let me check. It depends on the distance, because it's not always the same thing, so you have to be careful. And what else? Yeah, of course she also has the throws on a crouched position, but no floor break, so sì, però è avanti 2-1, it's forward 2-1-3. Yeah, you can do, for example, this. You can do this. So the good thing is that there is a huge variety of things you can do, so I think that's the funniest part. And I recommend that you go for the less risky things at the beginning, and if you see that your opponent doesn't know anything about the character or knows little about your character, you can go for the other part of the character that is the risky thing. And then 4-4-3 or something like this. So with this juggle, I will finish this streaming, and thank you so much for watching. If you have any question, just send me a message, and see you, I think, next week, so I can tell you more stuff or something particular, some trick. I haven't told you all the stuff, so there is something more, but next time. Grazie a tutti ragazzi. See you next time. Ciao raga.